In this video, we'll build a simple Hello World application using Next.js and deploy it to Vercel. Let's go. Alright guys, today we are building a Next.js app. Next.js is a popular React-based front-end framework, and we are deploying to Vercel. Vercel is a cloud platform for hosting web applications that is optimized for front-end frameworks exactly like Next.js. So the first thing that we need is a Vercel account. It's free. We can sign up for one at vercel.com and just click on the sign up button and you can sign up for an account. Once you're signed up and signed in, you'll see your dashboard and it'll look like this. This is where our application will appear once we deploy. So let's open VS Code, and we'll need Node.js installed. So just check your version of Node and npm. Make sure that's installed. So the first thing we need to do is initialize npm. So we'll say npm init y, and now we can go ahead and install Vercel, and this will install the Vercel CLI, and this will allow us to communicate back and forth with Vercel. So the first thing that we need to do is log into the account. So we'll say Vercel login, and this will give you a number of options to log into your account. Just select whichever one is best for you. I typically use email. I'm already logged in, so I'm just going to cancel out of this. Once you're logged in, you can double check that you're logged in with Vercel Who Am I, and that'll show you the account that you're logged in under. Okay, now we can go ahead and install React, React DOM, and Next. And this is going to take a minute. Okay, now that everything's installed, we can go ahead and create the directories and files we need for our project. So I'm going to make a pages directory. I'm using the pages router, and I'll make a directories for our CSS. So I'll make a styles directory. Now let's create the files in each one of these directories. So we'll say pages, and I need an index file for the home page. So index.jsx. And then I also need a wrapper, so we'll say app.jsx. Then for the styles, we need a module CSS file for the home page, so I'll say home module.css, and then we'll need a global style sheet, so we'll say globals.css. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and start writing our homepage, our index here. So we need an exported React arrow function component, and I'm going to use a snippet. I'm using ES7 snippets package. So if you're using VS Code, I recommend you install that extension. So I'm just going to say React arrow function, and I'm going to call this home. And then I'm going to import the styles. So I'll say import styles from, and then styles home module. And I'm going to work with this div here, and I'm going to give it a class name, and I'm going to call this, I'm going to say styles. I'm going to call this container. And inside this container, what I want is an h1, and I'm going to give this a class name. And I'm going to call this styles title. So title, so this will be our title, and I'm just going to say hello Next.js. Okay, and then we'll have a paragraph here. I'll just say welcome to my Next.js app. Okay. All right, and I think that's it for our homepage. So let's go ahead and style this. So let's target the container, and I'm going to use flexbox here, so I'll just say display flex, and let's give it the direction column, and I'll justify the content center, align item center. We'll give it a height of 100 viewport. And I want a background color I have over here. It's kind of complicated, so I'll just copy paste. And we'll do a color white. And what else do we need here? Let's give it a font family of Arial. And I think that's it. I think that's all we need. Okay, now the title. So let's target the title. And for this, I want a bigger font. So we'll say font size 4 rem. Oh, that's what I didn't set up here in the container is font size. We want that at 2 rem. And here I want to give it a text shadow as well. Text shadow. So we'll say 4 pixels, 10. And then we'll just make this white. So that's 255. And then give it opacity 8. And what else do I need here? Let's give it a color, a blue color. Let's just say this 185 CE 9. Okay. All right, so I think that's it for this style sheet. Now let's go on to the global style sheet. I just want a general reset, padding 0, and then margin 0, and box sizing border box. Okay, now let's create our wrapper. So here I want to import the global style sheet. So I'll say styles globals.css. And then here we're going to say export default function. And we'll just call this app. And this is going to take in the component and page props. And then here we're going to return a component and with spread operator page props. Okay, and that's it for the wrapper. Now let's go ahead and add script to our package JSON. So we'll say dev is next, build is next build, and start is next start. Okay. All right, so this application should run now. So let's just go ahead and npm run dev. And let's follow this link here. And we'll give this a second, and there's our app. Okay, perfect. Okay, so let's go ahead and shut down this server. And now we're ready to deploy. And the Vercel deployment process could probably not be easier. All you need to do to deploy is just type Vercel, and that's it. And you can select, you can accept all of the defaults here. So we'll say yes, enter. I'm not going to link this to an existing project. There is no existing project to link to. Select this, fine. No, I don't want to change anything. And that's it. Now it's building, and we'll see it on our account here in a second. So Vercel really provides the easiest deployment process of any platform that I've worked with. I really love working with Next.js on Vercel. So just give this another second here. Okay, done. All right, so now if we go back to our dashboard and refresh, we'll see our app right here. We can click on it, and then there's a visit button up here. You can click to see your app live. All right, guys, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that was helpful. If it was, please like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.